Scorpio, last month you were recovering from karma that I'm sure went against you. Well, I guess I've got good news for you now, because this month you're blessed. It's very much a sort of blessing that's an end of a path, an end of a pathway, that you've achieved everything, suggesting that, this karmic stuff was tests for you. And indeed, in the past it shows that you were scoring small victories. It might not have felt like it. It might have felt just like struggle, but you were progressing. Maybe it's made others jealous, I'm not sure. Now you've got the bit between your teeth. You're feeling brave, you're feeling strong, but do tend to rush into things. And that's replicated in the future. Strong, brave, maybe jumping to the wrong conclusion in the future rather than just rushing into things. The energy that leads to the outcome is you feeling a rebirth and full of hope. Well, the overall energy is one of something coming to its natural conclusion. So this rebirth would come as a result of that, so I can fully understand it. And that gives rise to temperance. Is this about not leading a hedonistic lifestyle? It could be. But I think it's more about taking the middle ground, seeing the other side, seeing the other point of view. What would prevent you from achieving this position is struggling with day-to-day issues. Maybe something like work-life balance, but struggling to fulfill all you think you have to do. And letting sort of the minutiae of life get in the way of these nobler things that are going on, probably in us all, Scorpio. The overall energy, as I say, is one of multiple blessings. You look at the rendering, and the whole family's there, including the father, the grandfather, the grandchildren, the dogs, they dressed beautifully, look to have a beautiful house in a beautiful village, look to have everything they want. So yes, it is about blessings, but I think it's more than that. It's about a sense of achievement, about a sense of having got there, about a sense of completion, and I so often forget this about this card. It is that you've arrived. Whatever journey you've been on, you've arrived, you're there. And that dominates all of the things, all of the energies within August. So it's important to bear that in mind, because this is a lovely energy to have placed here. Now, I don't know if you were aware of it, but in the past, certainly last month, you were making small gains, you were moving in the right direction. You wouldn't have got this sense of achievement if you hadn't been. It was undoubtedly something of a struggle. May even have made people jealous, you get in there. And you might not have felt like you were making progress, but you were. You were making progress. And that's enshrined, I think, in the energies for August for you. And your current energy is that of boldness, determination, strength, somewhat ferocious, very fast, but maybe rushing into things. I'm not certain, looking at the other energies, that you are rushing into things. Or if you are, does it matter? I'm not certain it does. Maybe there's... Yes, of course. There are sort of suggestions to tone it down. But I think you do. I'm not so worried about this. I think it's okay. And in the future, so I'm pretty certain we're talking after August, we have a very similar energy. Again bold, again brave, maybe even more fierce, more ferocious, and rushing yet again. But this time I'd say the rushing is more rushing to the wrong conclusions. Are you actually doing that? Well, we don't know, because we don't have anything else from the future here. So I'm not going to get concerned about it right now, because there's so many other positives here. Why let these two little concerns I've had from these 2 nights dominate the reading? Because I don't think they should. You see, we've now got a very powerful energy that suggests to me that you are on the right track. Just as the 10 of Pentacles suggests that. This is the energy of the star. It's an energy of rebirth. So it does, following on from the 10 of Pentacles, where I say it's completion. Then after completion, what do you need? You need to be reborn. And it's being reborn and full of hope. So it's actually a beautiful, beautiful energy to have, which does say to me that things are right. There might be a few traps here, maybe in the future, and I've said that, do you jump to the wrong conclusion in the future? Maybe in the future it won't keep going right. But I think in August you are tending to get things right. I said maybe there was further potential traps, further potential pitfalls. And I think one of them is just getting bound up in the minutiae of life. Trying to balance all that you feel that you have to do, Maybe it's a work-life balance type of issue, but it's the day-to-day, it's the humdrum, and we all get wrapped up in it, don't we? We lose sight of what we're really trying to achieve, and even when we have a free moment, we seek to fill it with some sort of garbage from our phone or from the internet, rather than quietly contemplating what life is about. There is a danger of that for you. There is. But I don't think you do fall for this trap of the minutiae. I think you stick with this hope. And as a result, it leads to temperance. I mean, this could simply be about avoiding hedonism, but I don't think it is. I think it's about you taking a much more rounded view of things, seeing the middle ground, seeing others' points of view. Yeah, being much more rounded in your opinions and everything you do. I think this is a very, very positive outcome. And indeed, if we go back to the beginning, I said this sense of completion. This would come with a sense of completion, that you've seen it all, and now your acceptance of the journey that you've been on. Yeah, I think we can summarise for you, Scorpio. After you suffering from karma, Scorpio, I'm delighted to say that August brings a sense of closure, a sense of having achieved something, a sense of endings. That's not saying everything's going to be plain sailing, but there is a sense of, I've been there, I've seen it, I'm accepting. And the seeds were there last month. You were already making strides forward in your struggles, in your turmoils. And it might not have seemed like you were making progress, but you were. It's just possible you were making some people jealous in doing so. Your current energy, and indeed your future energy, is of bravery, moving quickly. Your current energy may be rushing into things. Your future energy may be jumping to the wrong conclusions. I couldn't possibly say if you're jumping to the wrong conclusions in the future, but I'm not too certain that you are rushing too much into things this month, or if you are, I don't think it's adversely impacting on you. You see, you now have this wonderful energy of the star, which, this sense of completion brings about with it a rebirth, which the star is all about. A rebirth that is full of hope. And so it's a beautiful, beautiful energy to have, particularly after what has happened to you. It's a gorgeous energy, and I'm very happy to see it. What it leads to is, I think it's a sense of contentment, a sense of acceptance, a sense of not wanting to challenge others or challenge the world. Just a sense of, I've seen it before. It's all on different people's journeys. They all have different journeys, paths, which I'm acceptant of. And, it's you have your own sense of purpose. But it doesn't mean to say that you want to impose yours on anybody else. So it's a wonderful, tranquil feeling, I think. What would prevent you from getting there is getting wound up in the minutiae of life, trying to balance all that you have to do. Maybe it's even work-life balance. But that could detract you from these sort of nobler things. Vangele ramen al